I wanted to give one slow flyby with full flaps. I have not done that yet. This thing is just cruising. Look at this. Almost zero throttle. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. Wow.
Why did I do more of that?
Well, that was cool.
Okay. Look at the lift. I'm loving EDF jets. This is now my third one in the lineup, the Marlin. This is the Arrows Marlin. We'll have it linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself, but I'm pumped because I feel like I'm taking slow progression steps to crazy jets in the future. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is as far as I'll get for this year, because I think that this is definitely my next step in the jet progression. You guys know we've been flying a couple EDFs on the channel. Well, now we're stepping it up with the Arrows. This is still a somewhat beginner friendly, but I think probably intermediate skill level jet with a 64mm EDF. So this is actually the same size as the jets that I've been flying, but the wingspan is a little bit bigger, and I do think it's a little longer of a plane as well. Now what I like about this is that it does come in a little bit cheaper than the other jets I've been featuring, and there's no flight stabilization on board to begin with, no safe or anything, so no restrictions. You know me, when I'm flying my P-51, there's nothing holding me back, and so that's what I'm gonna get with this jet. I'm very excited because it uses the same 4S batteries that I've been flying with my jets. They're the same 2200 milliamp 4S, good discharge rating LiPo with an XT60 plug. This is nice because it has an actual latch connection rather than a magnetic one. I like that on some things, and it's in a good position on this jet. Ample room inside for larger batteries if you want.
Where's that LiPO alarm?
Yeah, you know what? Jets suck a little more juice than those planes, and I'm learning that the LiPO alarms are great for some planes and not so great for others. So in hindsight, I think that I'm just gonna set up a nice flight timer on this. But don't think that I don't have it with me, because I always have my LiPO alarms with me, because they're also a good voltimeter. I can check my voltage at the end of the flight to know if I did let it land at a good time. I just don't want to listen to the beeping. I'm gonna fly for like 3.5 minutes on the first flight, put it in the air again. We'll see what the voltage is at after I land. One thing to be very excited about with this jet that the others don't have are flaps. We have our ailerons here on the end of the wing and flaps here. I've got it set up with 3 settings for flight. We also have landing and takeoff on the flaps. We have rudder control too. So we have a lot more control on this plane than what we don't have on the others that I've featured on the channel recently, and that is worth being excited about. With a steerable wheel here on the front, that's awesome. And before I fly, I have to talk about the build. Guess what? There is no build. The hardest part was finding the screws. For some reason, Arrows decided to put them up inside. Look, when you get the plane, there's a piece of foam that holds the wing on, right? It's a nice little hugging piece of foam. And for some reason, up inside of the bottom part of that foam was a little cavity where the screws were in a bag. I had to get a hold of these guys and find where those screws were. I thought they didn't send them, but they did. It's a very common problem for anyone that has this jet. The hardware's there, it's hiding. So that was the hardest part, and that's funny because literally like 5 minutes I had this piece together. You just run your wires up through the fuselage, 5 screws hold the wing on, so it's a very secure build, but you can take it apart if you really have to break this down for travel or something, although it's a great size for any vehicle. This will fit in the trunk of anything. And then there are 3 screws on the tail section here holding that on. 5 minutes it was together, 5 more minutes to plug in my receiver, 45 minutes to charge my batteries, so everything under an hour when it's all said and done. I'm just ready to fly, so let's go do it. This is a maiden. I'm nervous, as usual, but I'm excited, so it's always good to get the blood flowing. Let's do this. Oh, test flying things is a really good way to get the blood flowing. Okay, took right off. Sounds really good. I just need a tiny bit of right roll trim. And I'll bring it back around, hopefully give you guys a nice pass here. Let's get a little lower, Nathan, come on. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, I actually need to down elevator some on that. Guys, don't worry, next couple passes we'll have it cleaned up, flying nice and smooth for you. This is part of a maiden. You know, I like including maiden flights for you so you know realistically what to expect when you fly this yourself. It took right off, no problem, and just a few clicks of trim, which is pretty normal. There's a few more to roll left, and look at that, we can get nice slow passes with this. I am cruising at about 20 to maybe 30% throttle. Ooh, this is much more agile than my other jets. Oh man, I gotta set up some, look at that, look how pretty that is. Woo, okay, full throttle, climb,
Whoa.
and roll. This has much more authority in the air than the other jets I've been flying. Now the other jets are more scale and everything, but look at this, guys.
Give us a full
yeah.
speed flyby.
Okay,
Let's
I think
see
I'm
how
ready.
fast
I think
it goes.
I'm ready. I need to
Open
trim
it up.
down a little bit more elevator, I think, but I'll do it on this pass. Okay. There's full throttle, and I'm sorry that wasn't any lower. I need just a little
I did
more.
terrible at filming it too.
A little
so
bit more down on my
we
elevator.
both messed up on that.
Okay, let's go one more time. Actually, we'll probably go like 20 more times.
Full
Here we
speed.
go. Okay, full speed. With a mosquito in my ear. And rolling. Oh yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
Wow.
Okay, let's have some fun. This is amazing. Oh yeah, look at those rolls. Let's do a loop.
Woo!
Okay, a crazy loop. How about that?
Give me a better heads up when you loop.
Oh, I'm just excited. Sorry. Okay, let's go back into a low pass. Get some rolls going and climb. Oh yeah, this is sweet. Okay. I love jets. Why was I afraid of jets? Oh my gosh. Isn't this awesome?
It is awesome. I like them.
Listen to how it sounds when I go by with no throttle. Listen, I'm gonna cut it.
It's like,
It's like, this is awesome. It's just a cool sound. Okay, let's get it closer. It's gonna fly over us. Listen to the pass. Oh, I did that for the mic, not for the camera. This is cool. I have tons of authority, just tons. And let's see if we can do a nice big loop. That's what we wanted to do on that first one. I had too much elevator and it just kicked over way too fast with too much speed. Okay, let's do another nice big loop. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Look at those smooth loops. That's about half elevator going into some tight rolls. Don't know what that's called, but it looked good. Abby, this is a blast to fly. We even have, ooh, I might be able to pull off a knife edge with this.
What?
We do have some rudder authority on here, and I haven't been touching it for this whole flight, so let's get a little power. And there we go, knife edge in my EDF. Okay.
I don't know.
Ooh,
Oh, oh no.
yeah.
We
down
don't
in
have
Death Valley.
shoes.
Knife edging
Oh,
over
I'm
Death Valley. I
so
think I got
sorry.
it.
Oh my gosh. Is it okay? Did it survive Death Valley? Oh my gosh. I think it's in one piece, guys. Wait. Do you guys hear that?
It was 100% my fault. I was doing a knife edge with something I should have been higher up for practicing a new maneuver with a new plane. My confidence was too high, so I crashed. It came down in Death Valley pretty hard. You know what, when I was flying, I was fully expecting, this is what happened in my mind. Below Death Valley, I thought, I'm gonna pull up and this is gonna fly up out of Death Valley. It did not happen. So what did happen was I pulled up, but it wasn't enough, and the landing gear there took all of the force. Amazingly, there are no scratches. There's like one scratch back here on the plane. That was down in rocks and just crazy. Death Valley is called Death Valley for a reason. It has eaten a ton of planes, and I think that I can just bend this back by hand because it's pretty pliable metal, and I believe we're good to go. I don't know if I stripped that servo or not, but it should be a pretty affordable common size. All good things with an airplane. Man, that's awesome how I took that hit. Power it back on and see if I can fly this again. If I can, let's continue the video. I don't usually love testing durability of RC planes, but today we did, and I'm happy with the results. Let's try this again, little plane. I am so sorry, Marlin. I'll never do it again. You know what? Ugh.
Never say never.
I wanted to use the flaps on that takeoff. I didn't. So we're gonna fly this for about 1 minute just to make sure all the flight characteristics are good. I mean, that was a crazy crash for an airplane, you guys. This is awesome.
The fact that it's walking away from Death Valley is insane. That never happens.
I've never, ever had a plane go down in Death Valley and it come out this unscathed. Could be luck, could be a mix of durability, nicely built jet. I think a little bit of both got us back in the air. So what I will do is land with the flaps on this. Oh, look at that. Wow, that was a good flyby. Oh man, you'd never know this was down in Death Valley ever. Okay, we're gonna land, but I am gonna put the flaps on. I'm gonna test it before actually coming in for a landing to see how much lift it provides. Got a little bit of lift when I threw that on, but when I go no speed, it should clean right up. So I have full flaps right now as I circle around and bleed off some of my speed. This time we're gonna land with full flaps on, and then we'll slap another battery in, and we're gonna fly and take off with half flaps. Notice how quiet I've gotten. Look at this, Abby. Wow. Oh man, oh my gosh.
That was beautiful, wow.
Yeah, and I need to do a little bit of work on that landing gear on the front. I love this thing. This is now my favorite little basher jet to put in the air. Flaps are on for takeoff, so this should be good. Nice, I like the lift. Flaps are up. And this thing just sounds so good. We won't do any more knife edging on this flight, but I will come back and conquer Death Valley with a knife edge with this jet another day. So this has to stay in one piece and we have to do another video.
You need to get some more flights under your belt.
Yeah, and I might even practice some knife edging on a simulator before I do that again. You know what, I was doing really good. I don't know what happened. Makes me just want to do it again now. Who wants to wait? Yeah, fell off the horse, let's get back on. Next pass, we're knife edging again.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Here we go, a little
Good
higher.
luck.
And I'm holding it, I'm holding it, I'm holding it, I'm holding it. Yeah, I'll take that. Just a little bit higher up. Okay, a little lower on the next pass, right? That's what everybody wants to see. Death Valley's not gonna eat this plane again. This plane came out conquering Death Valley. Here we go, a little lower. Knife edging, knife edging. I feel like I'm at least 10 or so feet lower. Okay, now can I do it this way? No, I am not that good. But I can roll and do loops. Let's do some of my favorite style of flying at this field, which is just a little bit of back and forth on the field. Because it's a long, narrow stretch, I like to fly down to one end, fly up, roll it over, and come back down and around. With this jet, it is super silky smooth. This thing is just a blast to fly. I can't believe I lost my little bit of orientation and smacked down into Death Valley while I was doing that knife edge.
But as I was telling you, for this being your third jet and that being your first crash with a jet, you're doing really good.
I guess, I don't know. A little hard on myself. Look at that. Ooh, baby. Bring it around fast this pass. Oh!
Where, did you almost hit the ground?
No, I was like 20 feet off the
Oh my
ground.
gosh, I don't know what.
Yes, I almost hit the ground.
I don't know what just happened.
Woo! I'm just getting brave with it because it is fun and fast. I am really just having fun with this thing. That's what this hobby's all about. Hopefully this thing will last me a while, but the way I'm flying it, oh my gosh. It feels really good in the air. It feels solid. It's on rails. That's hands-free right there, you guys. Just on rails. Absolutely flying really well. Man, I just hate to keep talking about that knife edge fluke, but it happened, so. Look at all that. Oh yeah, that's cool, isn't it? This is a sweet jet to fly. Hopefully it's fun to watch too. What a beautiful evening to fly on. Full throttle, into a climb, rolling. It'll just climb and roll all day. Very cool. What do you guys think? The Marlin. First time we've had an Arrows vehicle on our channel. Makes me want more. Makes me want more, that's for sure. Look at this thing. Look at that pass with that pink sky back there. What a fun jet to fly. Sorry, Abby. Had to do it.
It just sounds so good.
It really does. I'm coming in for a fast pass. You ready?
Oh, you need to get ready to land.
Okay.
Here at 3:45.
There's full throttle. Into a roll. Climb. We'll swoop down and around. Kick these flaps on. Zero throttle, half throttle, getting ready for landing. Full flaps, nice and slow. You know what? Before I land, I wanted to give one slow flyby with full flaps. I have not done that yet. This thing is just cruising. Look at this. Almost zero throttle. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Whoa. Why did I do more of that?
Well, that was cool.
Okay. Look at the lift. One more pass
Wow.
and then we'll land it because I know we're pushing our battery.
Yeah, you're at 4.5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, okay, watch. Watch. Oh, it's like a drone. It's almost hovering. Oh. Okay, full flaps are still on. We're gonna bring it around and hopefully get a nice, smooth landing. Who needs a runway when you can stop in the air? That is cool. I didn't think it slowed down that much. All right, let's focus. Get that under the tree line. You ready? Oh, a thing of beauty.
You definitely recovered very nicely. Good job.
That was amazing. Those slow passes. I wish I'd have done that earlier in the video because I know some of you maybe didn't make it to the very end to see that. Maybe we'll have to cut that at the beginning because that was a beautiful slow pass. This thing is so well rounded and just fun to fly. Tons of authority in the air, and just my stupid brain turned off for a half second when I was doing that knife edge and I lost it over Death Valley. I really thought I was just gonna come pulling up out of Death Valley. Oh my gosh. But it's still in one solid piece. So what do I have to complain about? I just need to bend the landing gear back out a little bit more and it'll be back to factory perfection. That is a very, very fun jet. I don't think you need to have any jet experience to fly this. Granted, the jets that we featured earlier in the week on our channel, they were very easy to fly with that safe technology, but if you have any confidence under your belt with 4-channel planes, you can fly this. Take my word. And turn those flaps on because they're amazing. With rudder authority and flap control, I really am very happy with this thing. It just put a big smile on my face because it's so well rounded. When's the last time you've seen something like this? And I'm telling you, that price point, you better snatch one of these up. You just need a battery and a receiver for whatever transmitter you're flying with. I happen to be flying with my Tactic TTX 660. This Tactic TTX 650 and now the 660 have been just my always go-to transmitters. They're so easy and fast to set up. I love them. This came with all the Y harnesses and everything. All I had to do was plug it into my receiver. 5 channels because I have those flaps, and it worked perfectly. I love this jet. I'm gonna fly it more. And for the sake of YouTube, we're ending the video here, but for the sake of real life world, I wish you guys were all just hanging out with us at the field, because I have 3 more batteries that I'm gonna try to burn through before the sun goes down and just really enjoy this jet. I really honestly like this. It's fun, fun, fun. I know if you're a truck guy, this isn't necessarily for you, but make it for you someday and you'll be so happy. Maybe make it a 2-year goal or something. Get into some trainer, Cubs, or a bush plane, or an apprentice, something like that, and then step into this someday. You are just, the adrenaline is gonna pump, you're gonna smile, it is fun. We'll have a link in the description box below. I highly recommend using the batteries that we used in this because they were balanced so perfectly. And just for ease of use, I love my Tactic, but use whatever you have. You know, if you already have a universal transmitter, go with it because you probably know how to use it a little better than you know how to use this. If you're just starting out though, this is a good route to go. We'll have it all linked in the description box below, including a good charger. And it's been a while since we've mentioned this, but if you guys want to support us directly, you love the content that we're providing to show you good RCs and bad RCs, what to buy and what to steer away from, we'll have our Patreon page linked in the description box below. You may have noticed some really good stickers on that plane, some sharp stickers that you won't get on yours if you buy yours. Those are our RC Sailors stickers. They do help your plane fly faster, run smoother, and I needed one more sticker just to pull off that knife edge. If I'd have had a power patch on there, oh my gosh, power patch would have kept us in the air. What was I thinking? Well, if you want to support us in a very awesome way, get some amazing waterproof, extremely durable stickers that'll actually help hold your plane together if you do crash. We'll have them linked in the description box below, really close to this plane. The support goes a long way, helps us out a lot. This, I'm telling you, giant thumbs up. Unless I crash it on the next 3 packs that I'm putting through tonight, this evening, you will see this again on the channel. I had a blast flying it, and I hope that somebody watching picks one up and flies it too, because you're really treating yourself to a nice jet. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!